Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Patreon members, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, I did say some things on the live stream last night that I maybe should not have said. They weren't bad things, just investment things that I usually keep to myself. So if you didn't catch us live last night, uh, you're not going to hear them. And we made the recording unlisted. I'm sorry about that. We got to stay consistent, and we don't recommend folks do anything with their money but what they choose to do. If you are coming to YouTube for investment advice, there's going to be a long line of creators, creators who are happy to tell you what to do. Cheers. So I've been looking through some of my really old scripts because I've been uploading everything to Jackal, and you know what? A couple of these they really stood out to me, and these were from my politics days. So I thought it might be fun to carry some of them over into the crypto world because they were mostly philosophical and arguing with idiots. And with a community as passionate as crypto world is, and with as many cults that live here, it's always better to be forewarned and informed. So today, special video only for the Patreon: how to argue crypto with those who do not understand what they are in or why they are in it, or arguing with the uninformed. Now, crypto Reddits, crypto forums, Twitter, Discord, they are absolutely littered with bad information and propaganda. But when you start getting into a verbal boxing match, a text boxing match, it's nice to know their position and their methods before they do. So we're going to break down some very, very common fallacies and techniques. So you can come out on top of this if this is your thing. We are an educational channel. Don't you know? Round of applause for round of applause for education. All right, we're going to start with a real simple one. This one is everyone knows. This is one of my all-time favorites because it removes any ownership from the person saying it. It's also called the rule of unanimity, which is one of the 5 rules of propaganda coined by Goebbels. If you want to stop the argument in its tracks, just right there, ask them why they are quoting a Nazi. Yep, that is emptying the silos early, and it's pretty well scorched earth at that point. But I assure you that the conversation will change course quickly. But let's have some fun anyway, and let's entertain it from a crypto standpoint because this is a crypto channel and an educational channel. So everyone knows the market is driven by Bitcoin. And when alt season starts, everything will go up. Everyone knows this. Now, this is a perfect example of circular reasoning. It implies that A must be true because B is true. It almost always accompanies everyone knows because, again, once you establish the rule of unanimity, you can make up anything you want. Everyone knows. And if everyone knows, A must equal B. Circular reasoning. So let's move on a little bit to hasty generalization. Token A, token of choice, whichever one you want to use, man, I don't care. Token A is down because everything is down. Now, I love token A. Therefore, it is not a failure of token A. It is a failure of the market. That is a hasty generalization. What this does is it removes the burden of proof from the speaker. It can also be applied as the fallacy of division, which is one of my all-time favorites. Fallacy of division is an illogical fallacy that states because one part of a statement is true, all parts must also be true. For example, I like examples. It's just easier doing this with examples. A jet plane can fly from New York to Paris. Agreed. A jet plane has jet engines. Agreed. A jet engine can fly from New York to Paris. See where I'm going? Let's apply that to crypto and let's see if this rings a bell anywhere. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Agreed. Currency is used as a store of wealth. Agreed. Bitcoin is a store of wealth. Now, I'm going to leave that one out there. I don't want to get into a pissing match because this is a massive fallacy that has been almost universally accepted as gospel in the crypto community, but it is simply not true. Now, if you'd like to have a go, comments below, always respectful, but we can discuss this. So let's talk a little bit about slippery slope, because this is what Crypto Opinion Editorial exists on. Now, a slippery slope is a conclusion based on incomplete data. For example, and this is just absolutely going nuts right now, alt season is coming. And when alt season arrives, alt tokens boom. Everyone knows this. Now, it's not true. No part of that is true. No part of that can be proven. It's pure speculation. One of the best tricks opinion editorial crypto folks have going for them, one of the best rounds, the best arrow in their entire quiver, is time and hope. Time is important because crypto moves fast and anything can happen, but hope is what brings them back to your channel. Models, projections, past performance have effectively no actionable investment value in crypto because this is crypto. This isn't traditional finance. It is soothsaying. And saying if A happens, then B will eventually happen. It is Barnum-esque at best. It's a slippery slope. And it's very slippery, incredibly slippery, shockingly slippery when you are talking about other people's money and making recommendations to them on how to invest it. Just be aware of it. So I can already see, man, that this is getting out of hand time-wise. But I love discussing this. I love discussing philosophy. I don't know if you can tell how fired up I am. I'm going to carry on because this is where we get into the nuts and bolts of arguing with idiots. And if you want to bust them up, if it's just about winning the argument, spot what they are doing and point out which method they are using. Again, it is just absolutely hitting the button and emptying the silos. Straw man argument. Now, this is great, and I use it. I don't like to use it, but I do use it because it allows me to direct the argument and to direct the discussion. If you don't purchase token A, you, sir, will lose out on all the gains of token A. Therefore, if you don't buy, you want everyone to miss out on all the gains. They are giving you a rebuttal to a point that you never made. If you say that you don't want to purchase token A, you want everyone to miss out. This is a straw man argument. It serves only to undermine honest and rational discussion with unfounded claims. And if you spend any time at all on a forum and have a dissenting opinion, it's happening to you right now. Cheers. Welcome to my world. All right. Ad hominem. Ad hominem, or fallacy of association. Now, I don't use this ever, but I can spot it always. It is stupidly easy and obvious once you know what it is. Ad hominem is an attack on a person's character in order to discredit their argument. This is my world, guys, so here you go. Now, as a person who shaves their head, this is a choice, by the way, I'm a prime target for this, and I get it all the time. Because I make videos. I'm making a video right now. My character is always called into question. Someone made a negative video. I make videos. Therefore, my character is under attack. Fallacy of association. But this one goes a whole hell of a lot deeper. Because my character is under attack. If you agree with me, your character is under attack as well. So regardless of your position on anything, you will likewise be discredited because you are just like me. If you support one of my arguments, my character comes under attack. Your character is now under attack. Welcome to it. It's why Honestly, so few people speak up against the really, really loudmouth people. They don't want to be associated with someone whose character is called into question via ad hominem. So, false dichotomy, and it's also called the either or fallacy. I don't use this one, although in my more negative comments section, it is used on me a lot, and it is so blatantly stupid. I just cannot do it. A false dichotomy is presenting 2 points while ignoring all other points in order to narrow the argument to your favor. You see this a lot in the crypto world. You will either purchase token A or you want everyone to be broke. I can spin a false dichotomy to anything. You've heard me mention from time to time that I'm kind of capable to effectively win any argument, and I can take either side of the argument. It's not because I'm right. It's because of fallacies. It's because of timing. It's because of experience. And this is kind of my thing. It's the appeal to emotion. X, doesn't matter what it is, babe. X is true. Think of how sad you will be if it isn't true, or how happy you're going to be if it is true. Equivocation, or the doublespeak fallacy. X is better than nothing. Nothing is better than Y. Therefore, X is better than Y. Doublespeak. There's no truth to it. None whatsoever. Bandwagon appeal. Now, this is the crypto world in a nutshell. And if you've never really heard it mentioned like this before, well, now you know. The more you know. Everyone knows that X is true. Therefore, you need to think the same way. Now, it's also called the rule of unanimity and, well, Goebbels, Nazis. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. God, I love these videos. God, these this is what we should be doing all the time, man. This would be great. Now, my own personal favorite and the absolute showstopper. This is how you just clear the field. It's the false analogy. And when I really get fired up, I mean, when I'm really just sick of this, it's my own personal DEFCON 1. People who think like you do are like Hitler. Hitler also didn't like token A. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying. That's the false analogy. These forums revolve around the false analogy, and it really is, man. That really is the clear, hit it. You just emptied the silos, man. It's scorched earth. Yeah, I love the false analogy. I don't do it much unless you really, really piss me off, and if you do, we're gonna have a go, and I'm gonna turn you into Pol Pot, man. Just give me time. So this one went long, and I am sorry about it, but not really, because I just love discussing these things. When you can spot what your menace or your opposition is doing, and you point it out, you just slapped them right across the face in front of everyone. And deep down, it could be fun from time to time. It's always fun to shut down a loudmouth. I understand that this was not a crypto video, but it sort of was when you consider the cult-like mentality of the bulk of the crypto world. There are many, many, many more things I can get to, but honestly, this one went long enough, and I think I made my point. Education is good, guys, and yeah, you know what? That's it. All right. So anyway, I hope you guys got some takeaways from this. It's not what we normally do, but yeah, got to do it, man. Just from time to time, you gotta brush off the basics and just get out there and have some fun. So anyway, questions, comments, concerns, Scott@thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please, if you could, stay safe and please be very smart with your money. Cheers, guys.